Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about goal setting and setting your 2019 New Year's resolutions. If you're new around here, I would love to have you as a subscriber. I love making videos about goal setting, being productive, and just being an altogether better human. If you like this video, I would love if you could just give it a thumbs up, as that really helps to support my channel. So lately everyone is buzzing about setting their New Year's resolutions. While I'm definitely a sucker for a good goal or challenge, there's just something about New Year's resolutions that kind of turns me off a little bit. I heard something last week, I don't know if this is a super reliable stat, but I think it's probably pretty accurate, and they said that about 80% of people have completely stopped their New Year's resolutions by mid-January, which is right now. Personally, I think that the problem is that people set these huge goals, but they don't actually create any sort of action plan to achieve them. We also tend to just set way too many goals and it becomes overwhelming and then we just quit all of them. So I'm not saying that we shouldn't set goals or we shouldn't set New Year's resolutions, but I think that there's a way to do them so that they're effective and that we can actually achieve them. My first tip for you is to reflect on last year. What did you do last year that was awesome? Where are some areas that you can improve? Don't move on to 2019 or whatever year you're watching this video in without first reflecting on what you did last year. So the way that I actually did this is I went through my phone and I went through all of my photos from 2018 and I actually created like a little highlight recap, and I just mainly did it for myself. I ended up sharing it with my Instagram followers, but that wasn't why I created it. I just did it for myself so that I could see everything I did in 2018 at a quick glance, and it actually was so surprising. There was just so many cool little or big things that I had kind of forgotten that I had done, and it was just really cool to reflect on your whole year at once. So I included things like road trips or bigger trips, any sort of other achievements, even kind of harder things that I was struggling with, and just how I grew through those things. It doesn't have to be just good things. So you want to include the good and the bad and just get an overall recap of your year. The second tip I have is to not try to change yourself overnight, because honestly, it's not really possible. Most people can't do that, and you're just gonna end up super discouraged and overwhelmed, and you're just gonna quit. So I've heard a lot of people's New Year's resolutions, and there's something like work out 5 days a week, don't eat any junk foods, lose 50 pounds, read a devotional every day, organize my entire house, go on a date night every week. And those are all amazing things, and you should do all of those things if you want to do those things. But don't try to do them all at once, because you're going to be so overwhelmed and it's just not gonna work. So my recommendation is to actually choose 2 or 3 things, like only 2 or 3 things. Forget about the rest of them for now, we can come back to them later, but choose 2 or 3 things that you can really focus on, put all of your attention on, and just work on mastering those. So maybe those 2 things are work out 5 days a week and always clean your kitchen before going to bed. So you want to get really good at those, be really consistent with those 2 things for at least a month, and then you can think about adding in 1 or 2 more things. Because once those first 2 things have become a habit, you'll actually start craving more change, and it's just going to build momentum and it's going to be awesome. My favorite way to set goals actually isn't to come up with kind of a random goal. It's to really reflect on what I want my life to be like, what kind of person I want to be, and what kind of lifestyle I want to live. So I've done so much reflecting on that in the past couple years actually, and I feel like I've just kind of nailed down the exact sort of lifestyle that I want to live, and just the person that I want to be, and my goals reflect that and help me get towards being that person. So my vision for myself personally is to be living a healthy and active lifestyle, which to me looks like doing something active every day, whether that's a walk or yoga or just something, and then eating a plant-based diet with little or no processed foods. That's really important to me. I also want to have a thriving marriage, and I would love to go on some trips. There's also aspects of my lifestyle like finances, things in my marriage, trips, savings, all of those things that I have kind of dreams for what I want that to look like. I make this super specific for myself so that when I achieve it, I actually know I've achieved it. If you say something like, I want to be a healthy person, you're never going to get there because you can never reach 100% healthy. So I think it's really helpful to word it in a way where you can actually achieve those things and kind of check them off. So in order to achieve that lifestyle that I've set up for myself, I'm actually creating daily and weekly goals that just really encourage me to be productive and just do all of the things I want to do in a week or in a month or in a year, because I find so often we get to the end of the month and we're like, what did I do this month? So I've actually been working on this for several months and just really really working on my daily routine and just adding things in slowly. And this has just worked so much better for me as opposed to just trying to do everything all at one time, and just every time I've tried to do that, I've failed. So I'll share a few of my specific goals. I only have a couple. Like I said, I don't want to do 1,000 new things all at once because I just know that that's not going to work for me. So my biggest goal is to really just work on a daily and weekly routine, like I mentioned, and I have it kind of written down, like what that looks like. I can go into that in another video if that's something you guys are interested in, but yeah, I'd like to have my weeks more organized so that Mondays are set aside for like filming, Tuesdays are set aside for something, Wednesdays are set aside for cleaning. Have my week set up like that so that I feel more productive and I don't feel like I have the same to-do list every day, because right now I feel like I'm working on the same things every day and it gets kind of exhausting. My second goal is to start incorporating yoga into my life again. I used to do yoga way more and then I just kind of stopped. So I just would like to start incorporating maybe just 10 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but that's something that I really would like to do again. And then my third goal is to continue eating a more plant-based diet. I want to really focus on not eating processed foods and just really eliminating them because they just make me feel crappy. So that's a huge goal that I've been working on, and I just want to continue doing that. So I hope that was helpful. I know that wasn't like this typical list my 10 New Year's resolutions, but I just really think it's beneficial to take it slowly and really work on creating habits that you're going to succeed at. So I hope you guys like that, and I'll definitely be updating you guys throughout the year to let you know how my goals are going. Thanks for watching!